So, being misunderstood. Are you ever misunderstood? Because being misunderstood can be a good thing. And I want to tell you why it can be a good thing. Because it just occurred to me that recently in a group I'm in, I was misunderstood. And I was being judged on that misunderstanding. So the person misunderstood me, and they were judging me. And judgment comes from a place of good or bad, right or wrong. And then when you feel you're in that place of being judged as good or bad, right or wrong, you feel the need to defend yourself. So if you feel the need to defend yourself, that's coming from fear. Because being afraid of being cast out is something that's embedded in our brains from a long time ago, when we used to be cast out of the group and we'd have to fend for ourselves. So that's something that's embedded in the oldest part of your brain. The croc brain is what they refer to it as, because it's the oldest part of your brain. It's instinctual. And it protects you. It's that fight or flight mechanism. So when you feel like you have to defend yourself, you're in fear, and that also can lead to anger. And so you have this spiraling of emotions going out of control. If you succumb to the misunderstanding and you're not just okay with being misunderstood. See, the neat part about it is if you can stop the dominoes there. And I'm referring to them as dominoes because each one of them fall. If you succumb to misunderstanding and that judgment and the good or bad, right or wrong, and you feel like you have to defend yourself, it just spirals down out of control. But if you're misunderstood, then that's a blessing, because some of the greatest minds ever that we know of on earth were misunderstood. And if you can just accept that and learn to just be with that and be accepting of being misunderstood, then you can stop the domino effect. And it doesn't matter if somebody misunderstands you. And the judgment, and that's all on them. Because you can just let that, you can just stop that and cut off that flow from it affecting you. And then you're just in a place of peace, which is the strongest place to be. Just in a place of peace where you don't let others steal your peace by their misunderstandings and their judgment of you. Now, this is not an easy thing to do. But if we can be mindful of it, like it just occurred to me, and I almost let this get out of control, when I felt this happening, I had to stop and take a step back and just be silent and think about it and just sit with it for a while and breathe into it and just say, okay, that's what they think. They're misunderstood, and I don't need to defend myself. If I let go of that need to defend myself, and if you can let go of that need to defend yourself from something that was not correct in the first place, you don't get into the fight of it. And you can stay with the flow of the world and the universe. And I know this is all kind of really woo-woo-y and it's a bit esoteric and maybe just hard to grab as a concept, but let someone else be misunderstood if they're going to be misunderstood, and just roll on with life, and you can be peaceful. And I hope this helped. And if it did, hit like and subscribe so I can see you on the next one. And I'm putting these out daily for as long as I can. There's always a thought that comes to mind, and hopefully it helps somebody out there. I know this is very early on, and I think I have 3 subscribers, and maybe 5 people have watched these videos, but I'm putting this out there so eventually maybe somebody will watch them, and hopefully it helps somebody. That's my intention with these videos, is to help and to try to be a light in a world that I think needs a bit of positivity. So thank you very much for watching.